talk.
All right, there we go.
All right, let's talk.
Back to it. So, do the battle, first round. I go first. So I'm definitely, you know, I'm just doing me. You know, rapping every bar. And I always like to come off and show lyricism from the jump. Before I do anything, I want to set the tone with bars.
Right.
That's usually how I like to start my rounds. I have a slight little intro, and I just get right into it. He goes, he's electric. You know what I'm saying? His performance is off the chain. The crowd is rocking with him. So when I notice how his energy is, it dictates how I'm going to go up for my next round.
Okay.
In my mind, mentally, I know what I have, but I know that now I got to perform it in a certain way to take it back from him. So the crowd was just doing this. Crowd was going up and down. I needed them to go all the way back to me. Right. So my whole mindset for the second round is if I can snatch it from them in the second round, it's going to dictate the next round.
Well, stay with me right quick in the first round, though. So your first round, how do you feel about your first round overall, though?
I feel my first round was amazing, especially like lyrically. Like if you counting off like bar wise, yeah. That and when I battle a lot of my opponents, I always tell myself I have to beat them on a punch count, because it's gonna be bad. They may outperform you, or they have a different set of a presence, or you know they may have other attributes that may overpower. But I always tell myself mentally, you're not gonna outpunch. So 9 out of 10, if it looks crazy in the building, when it plays back and you actually listen to what's being said, you're gonna realize I was actually retarded. That's what I love to do about the building and the camera.
Did you make it difficult for anybody to battle Foots now? That your foot flips gotta be out of it.
It gotta be crazy. You gotta try to either outdo what I did, try to remix it, or something. That was my point for doing so much. I said, let me just come up with the best possible flips I could do, so he ain't gotta hear that shit. Niggas gonna have to battle him regular now. They gonna have general bars for this nigga.
But Jerry, isn't that dicey, you know? Because in battle rap, some people will say, "All right, Wess is doing a lot of foot flips here, too many flips." But your foot flips were hitting though.
And that was my test.
I get mad at battle rappers sometimes when they be ODing with name flips, and I be like, "All right, bro, wrap this up, my nigga." But you,
so and I told myself, I said, if I space these flips out a certain way, but kind of stay on it to where it looks like I'm just being direct with him every round, you won't really notice that I'm doing too many of them. And even if you do notice, you're enjoying it anyway.
Right, yes,
so I'm trying to make sure it's so direct and it's not the same like attack. Because some people do a name flip and it's kind of like the same, like it's the same kind of punch. Just you're doing it left or you're doing it up, you're doing that. No, I'm trying to do a whole different, and I'm touching on different versions, like everything. I even created, like taking the plural off and creating another bar, like I'm forcing another bar. So now you can call him foot now. Like I'm showing you how many different ways you can finesse somebody's name.
What was your expectations going into this battle, or did you have any expectations? Because you've been in for a long time.
Yeah,
you probably don't know too much about him, or maybe you do. I don't know.
So I didn't know too much, like as far as like the first couple battles that I've seen him, that was like amazing. I was like, okay, he's crucible, he's amazing, electric. When Pete said, "Yo, Foots," instantly there was no like, no, because in my mind, he's getting his praise, he's next up, he's amazing. I don't want an easy battle. I want somebody that, and in my opinion, this is also the way me and Luke Castro should have went. That's how I felt. Battling electric people, because it does something to me. Like I'm more of I'll feed off of you, and then I'll add it to my material and then go stupid. So the more it's either my expectation or what you're doing. So with Lou, it was more so the expectation that pushed me to where I was at. With Foots, it was both. It was the expectation and his performance, because what he did in the first made me go up in the second. So yeah, that's how I played it.
Is the first round the most debatable?
Yeah. The first round is the most debatable, and the reason why I say it is for two reasons. Because if we're looking at it on a global, you know, everybody, you're gonna have preference for which type of battle you like. Then you're gonna have people that's gonna kind of base it off of crowd reaction or performance or who has the longer round. So if you look at the app, his rounds is longer too.
That third round Wess was long as hell.
We ran a lot of bars back. We both, I believe we both wrote 4-minute rounds. He ran more bars back in the first round than I did. I was just trying to go straight through my bars. Because I feel like sometimes if you keep bringing a bar back too much, you might take away from the next one. So I ain't really want to play that game. But when I saw how they was reacting to him in the first, when I got to the second, I said, oh, okay. I'm running all my shit back. If they loving it like that, that's how we gonna play it now. You just showed me how to do this shit. Here we go. Now we doing it. We doing it.
I got your second round as I got Easy the Block Captain's first round against Hitman.
Yes.
I got DNA's first round against KCJ.
Casey, yes.
I got Ill Will's probably second round against Hollow, maybe I want to go in that bag, right?
Right.
And I got your second round against FootZ, one of the best rounds this year, in my opinion. Is your second round your best round ever that you wrote?
I feel like it. Listen, this is how I feel. I had a lot of different performances. You know what I'm saying? And I think because I never really like I've caught in a few bodies here and there, but the ones that they really wanted me to, that was like top tier that I didn't catch,
right?
It didn't register enough for them to consider that. But this battle, because of what I did, how I did it, and who I did it against, and with the collective of 3 complete rounds, I mean from top to bottom, I feel like this is my most full performance, and my second round is probably the best round of my career.
Wow.
It's probably the best round of my entire career. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, I had the Glue Easy when I came at Smack.
Yes, yes.
I had the TY with the spit out T.
Yes, yes.
That second round versus Lou Castro was crazy. I had some crazy rounds. But this one, I feel like it was just thorough entirely from the beginning to the end. I think it was just no dry spots like at all, no filler, no nothing.
But what? Like, when do you feel that your second round is like that? Is it during the writing process? Is it during memorization and performing at the crib? Or is it live there at the event when you're battling? Or is it a mixture, of everything?
Hold on 1 second. Pharrell, come here, hurry up. Give me 1 second.
You good, Wess, you good.
Go get John with the bus. Hurry up.
Daddy duties, man. You good.
Yeah, multitask. All right,
you good, brother. You good. You good, brother. That's more important.
Yeah, I'm ready, though.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No, I was saying, how do you know the second round is going to hit like that? Is it during the writing process? Is it during memorization? Or is it during the battle itself?
I ain't going to lie. When I wrote the second round, I told myself, I said, yo, this shit going to be the one. This is like my best round. Like, I knew it when I wrote it. I think the way that I structured it, the pockets that I was getting to, what I was talking about, the things I was tapping into, what I was talking about, I knew that shit was going to hit. And it all was going to come down to the energy. It was going to come down to how I performed it. I just knew. I told niggas, I said, yo, I got some crazy rounds, but I guarantee you he's not getting the second round. Like, that second round, that's my round. And it's crazy because I had a second round like that for Twerk. I had the same kind of a round. It was one of them rounds where I'm just like so confident, and I had a second round just like that. And I had that same feeling for FootZ when I was writing. I said, it's another one of those rounds.
Jerry, can you educate me though? When you holding a hot round like that, right?
Right.
How was the placement order for you? Like, okay, I got to put a second round instead of first or third. Like, how do you know as a writer?
So here's the crazy part. That round was actually originally my first round. I switched it to the second because I went first. So in my mind, I told myself, I said, now, if I go first and he has a crazy first, all I got to do is rap my first. Like, rap the second round first. Like, rap that, because I know it's bar heavy. Rap that. I'm back. You're going to hit bars and you're going to rock with me. But what's going to happen is, if he has a crazy first, and I know it's undeniable, because I feel like most battle rappers, they write downhill. They start off fire, and then they come down. And they come down. So I said, yo, this is how I'm going to control the momentum of this battle. My first round is going to be bar heavy. When that second round come, I feel like no matter what he got, it's going to get dark. and it's gonna shift. Or if you was rocking with me in the first, it was already bad. If you was like, FootZ got the first, cool. But when that second come, it's going to switch. It's going to switch. It's going to change the whole narrative.
Did you?
It's about to get dark.
Did you plant the seed in the second round with the jazz line in the second round going to the third?
You said, did I pick it?
Look, you planted the seed already that we didn't pick up on it?
Yeah. Because my thing is, I came up with the jazz voice thing idea first. But then I thought to myself, okay, I want them, when it hits, I want it to hit. But in order for me to know that it's going to hit, I feel like I need to have them already thinking of something. Because I feel like I take a risk when it comes to these sound effects. So sometimes you got to make sure that when it do happen, it's already something lingering in their mind. So they're like, wait a minute, this nigga just said this. And then you got EMT and then jazz. And so when it hits, I'm already thinking about it. So you're forced to react. And if it actually makes sense and it's hot, it's even better. It's even better. So I like to put insurance on my wrist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yo, your angles, man. Are you slept on when it comes to angles?
I do feel like angles and schemes. I feel like I'm extremely slept on. Extremely, wow. Because I've been doing that like for a minute.
And rebuttals. And rebuttals now.
Like, take him upstairs. Hurry up. Take him upstairs. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
Upstairs. Hurry up. Yeah, I feel like I've been extremely slept on when it comes to and stuff like that. Like, it's crazy.
And your rebuttals, what about the rebuttals you've been doing as of late?
And the crazy part, I've been rebuttaling here and there. Like I rebuttal versus TY, I rebuttal versus Danny. I rebuttaled in a few battles. But I think because it's not done like often, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the part. Take him upstairs. Hurry up, because I'm on the phone. Hurry up. Pick him upstairs. Hurry up. So, yeah, I've done it so much. I mean, I've done it, but I think I haven't done it enough to where people just think like, oh, Jay Wess is a rebuttal. But I think that also plays a part in the momentum I got in the battle. If I got momentum, I'm doing whatever. I'm going to do whatever. And then the ideas is going to come quicker, too, because it's like, if I'm on fire, I know I can use the fact that whatever I'm going to say going to land anyway, but because I actually can rap and I'm a writer, I'm going to still give you something hot enough in the freestyle to where it's worth it. I'm not just going to say whatever.
Right.
And I calculate it. If it's not hot enough and I don't got the momentum, don't try it, because then it becomes a risk. Now you don't know. You got to know when to do it. See, rebuttals like Trash, Danny, Clips, DNA, if these shits don't hit, it don't matter because they do that. They do that anyway. They can do a rebuttal, it be trash, and they can do another one right behind it and make up for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on that level, so I calculate. When I rebuttal, I really calculate when I'm supposed to do it.
Let me ask you.
So I get that off momentum.
Let me ask you a question about the props and the antics, right?
Right.
Are you as a writer right now, when you're writing your material?
Right.
Is that when I'm watching Jerry West battle, I'm waiting for it to happen. I'm just waiting for it to happen. When is it going to happen? I know it's going to happen at some time and everything like that. And you never see some amazingness with these props and antics, man.
And I try to pick different rounds. I don't try to do it the same round sometimes. Because I feel like when I battled Loso was in the beginning. Like sometimes I'll do one or two. Like Loso, I did two. The first one I did the Kirk Franklin Revolution in the beginning, and then I made God Light come down on him in like the other round. So I try to pick certain things, and then with this battle, see, when I don't think I did it. I did it at the end versus Castro with the old digital shit. I didn't do it at all versus Chaos, and then when I did this battle, I said, let me do it at the end again. But this time when I do, I'm gonna plant the seed first. I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna plant the seed, then do it at the end and see if they knew what I was doing. So, yeah.
What's your thoughts on a new class?
Amazing. The top six?
Yeah, top six, right. What's your thoughts on this?
This is one of the best classes we've seen in like the last 2-3 years. Like as far as like they all want it and they all got that same hunger, that mentality, and they're calm. They're calm. Like they're calm. And I don't feel like they're getting opportunities thrown at them just because, we need to, people are trying to retire or leave to move. Nah, they earned it. They earned it. whether the niggas is here to stay or leave or whatever, they spots and they ready to. I still want to take some more of them. Two or three more of them. I think they're amazing. They are amazing.
You was the Flair? You and Clutch?
I would definitely, yeah.
Jerry, I like Clutch.
I wouldn't say no to any of those battles. Those battles are amazing. So Flair is another one. So Flair's learning really quick.
You were taking shots though. You had a couple bars.
Oh yeah, it's a couple of battles that like Mick Click's been talking about shit going down. Be rescheduled. Rock the only one that when I said let's get it. He always said let's get it. But you know, Rock is at the top of the shelf, so it's got to be on when it makes sense and when the schedule open up. So he'd be like the hardest one to get. But Smack did say before this year is out, so we'll see how that goes. It's on Summer Madness or something.
Talk to me about your third round, man.
Right. So the third round, I kind of always wanted to touch on why I called myself Jerry Wess. I feel like nobody really got
crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah. And it's crazy because I told niggas, I was like, you know, I became Billy, Noah, James, and Micah, Oliver, Lucas, Dave, and Tyson. You use your real name, you can jam your life up. Scamming the coach ain't the issue. You just ain't scamming the right one. Because all of those names I'm battling as Jerry Wess, nigga, I scammed the white one. So I was just trying to really like paint a nice little narrative on my own name that I knew nobody would be able to touch on. That was the basis for me naming myself that. Hence the scam shit. You got to see how it all correlates. You know what I'm saying? Because when we do what we do, we basically take it from white people anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm just trying to, bring that together. And I always try to make sure, even when it comes to like the scams bars or the schemes I be doing, I always want to try to make those hit. I don't try to do it too much.
The card scheme, that was crazy.
Man, mind you, I'm mad because you can't really see in the battle.
And he had the card, he put the card out, shit, that was crazy.
The cards had the rookie names on them. So the card, I don't know if you can really see it. So I had got some cards printed up with Clutch, Flair, FootZ, and E's name on it. But the only card that came when I was making them up before I left was Clutch. So I had to kind of tweak my bars because when I originally did it, it was a name scheme. So I was going to drop one card and like, see, I'm a Clutch. And I was going to pick it up with ease, but it was going to be the other card.
That would have been crazy. Yo, Wess.
Souls, right? And it was gonna be crazy. And the last one was Foot. Like it was gonna be extra retarded. But the cards ain't come. So I just did a quick little 1-2-1 like a magician joint. I was like, the magician joint hard too. So it kind of fake makes up for that. But that original,
that would have your Wess.
That original would have been stupid. It would have broke the building. It would have broke the building.
Wow.
It would have broke the building. Like dub prop shits and them little performance shits that I do. I have a section in my notepad of different shit that I haven't even done yet. That I'm waiting for different battles or certain situations to where I can do them in. Like I'll just have wild random ideas. Let me write that down because one battle I might be able to. It depends on the room, the opponent, and whatever's going on. I got tons.
Let me ask you a question. Because you do skits and everything, or Instagram and everything like that,
yeah.
Does that help you with the antics of the props because you're already doing that already?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Sometimes you see shit like that because there's always random shit going on. You come up with shit. That definitely be getting my mind going and come up with shit. Hell yeah.
Talk to me about FootZ third round.
So FootZ third round was another one that was amazing to me. It was amazing, even though he had a few parts where he either took a little while to get to it or it wasn't direct enough. Yes, it wasn't direct enough. At the end, it wasn't towards me at the end either. So I count the third for me because when I did the battle, I called myself second and third. Like as far as like calling it clear, I called myself second and third. My third was direct. My third was versatile. It was all around. You know what I'm saying? And FootZ was still heavy on the gas. He was still heavy on the gas. I feel like FootZ mastered his pocket flows. Yes. And his pocket flows is fire. And the reason why I say his pocket flows is amazing because it's actually bars in him. It's not like he's just rhyming big words together and it makes it rhyme. Him and like Real Sick, them pocket flows they be doing is ridiculous.
You call out sick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can second round. You call out sick in the second. Yeah.
Did a little imitation and everything. Yeah. Yeah. I came up, and that's another bar. I came up with the quickest way to get sick is through your feet. I came up with that bar, but I said I need something to make it hit.
Right. You didn't miss though. You didn't miss.
Like
you didn't miss, Jerry. You didn't miss.
Oh yeah. That was, man. Because my thing now with my now, I feel like I need to ensure my bars now. I feel like I could write. I got bars, but I think a lot of times when they may hit or not hit as hard,
right,
is because they're not backed up enough. You know, like a good battle with a storyline. It's the same thing with bars. You need to explain your bar before it hit. So when it hit harder. You can't just tell a nigga, oh yeah, nigga got knocked out. But if you tell a nigga why he was banging the nigga baby mother, and then he showed up at the gambling spot, and then he rocked him in front of, then it hit, the whole story hit harder now. So when you say he hit the nigga. So that's how I try to write now. I try to not drag it too long, but give you enough detail and info so when I get to the point, it's worth waiting for. And that's like
when he got that fedora line he had on you, the fedora put it dead.
The fedora shit, the Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah, the Speedy Gonzalez shit was
the Jerry, the Steve Wilkos, Jerry Insecure, like that. He got a pin. He got a fucking pin.
Listen, I got you in the battle, but FootZ is fighting though.
Oh
He's fighting you, Jerry.
I feel like this battle was what it's how it was supposed to go. It was supposed to be electric on both sides.
Right.
That's just what it was. It was supposed to be electric on both sides. I mean, I definitely was like in rare form though. I was in. This might be the best version of me, like completely.
Well,
like complete 3 rounds.
I went on Twitter last night and I asked people. I said, "Is this the most complete 3 rounds from Jerry Wess in his career?" A couple people said yes, but some people said no. Some people said, legend. Some people said your chess rounds. They were going to other battles that they were talking about. But I personally feel as a Jerry Wess supporter that this 3 rounds against FootZ,
right,
it's some dope material.
I feel like it was the best complete rounds to me because, for one, they were long rounds. They were like 4-minute rounds. So I usually don't like writing past 3 minutes. Like I feel like 3 minutes usually be my cap. So the fact that each round was like 4 minutes, and I tapped into a lot of different things. I combined everything I do into one, and every round started and ended good. It wasn't like it was a dry spot or a slip up or a stumble or a weak intro, a bad outro. I feel like it's the best 3 rounds because every round had a great intro, excellent outro, moments throughout the round, each round. That's why I feel like it's the most complete. Like you checking off greens.
Right,
you check doing a checklist. It's not one point where you didn't at least do that was hard. You know what I'm saying? Even if it was at least you're like, that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no moments where you
jazz sound effect though, when you know that's gonna land though. Like, you have to know that's gonna land though.
I think at this point, like you said, they just wait for it. They wait for it. They gotta wait. What's he gonna do? When is it coming? Where is it coming from? Like looking around, like people thought Jazz was in the building. They thought she was in the. Or I called her like on the phone or something. Shout out to Jazz, man, because she definitely came through on that one. Because I was watching her battles and I was like, oh, that's dope. Because she said the 911 was emergency. She said it versus Gaddis, and she said it when she when she jumped in on the official joint. So I was like, oh, but that kind of fake.
EMT, like
what? Come on.
Let me ask you a question though. Yeah. I've said throughout the years, right, that you're one of the few battle rappers, respectfully, that I felt can't say the system or the machine did not try to push, because I felt after the Glut Easy battle, URL gave you a lot of plates. Would you agree on that?
They definitely did. It's only one thing that I never got that I always asked them for. It's only one thing I asked for them.
T-Rock?
Big stage. That's the only thing I asked that I never got.
Are you shocked that you haven't got a big stage, especially with the skits and the props and antics that make the room shake?
That's what I'm saying, because I feel like all of the stuff that I've done, if they were done on a main stage, my career would have been way different. It's different because it's your resume that attracts the mass.
Mm-hmm.
You got your battle rap heads, you got your inside heads that know this, left, right, this and this and this. But if it's 20,000 people that seen you, you know what I mean, at Irving Plaza or whatever, and you battle, you know, a big name, it's a different conversation.
Right.
Because you look at a guy like Danger Zone, Pin amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But they won't put him at a certain category because of the battles or the situation he was in. He wasn't on a certain stage, or he hasn't faced a certain opponent. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
To me, it's more than your talent.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's where you at and who you was with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you do decide to go off on that moment, on that stage, versus that person, I feel like that adds an extra boost to your career. Because there's so many sick writers and there's so many great performers where it's people who I feel like I'm clearly better than, but because they either were there from the beginning or had different opportunities,
Right.
they're put at a higher level than me.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
And let me, how much, respectfully, how much a part do you play a part? Because you're not the guy, you're not the rah-rah guy, you're not the guy going crazy on social media a lot. You're not the, hey guys, look at me ass nigga. Yeah. You kind of on the low.
Right. Right. And the crazy part is, in real life, it's a lot of other shit that I be. The crazy part is, I feel like battle rap low key is my escape. Because a lot of shit is tough out here.
Right,
like,
right.
And one of the main reasons why I don't, you know, be too much on the internet or even take as many battles as most people, because I be out here trying to get it. For me, battle rap ain't my main source of income. Right. And I can't rely on when a man is gonna tell me when I'm gonna get paid for me to run my life based on that. So if you try to give me some bread, I'm always around. But don't expect me to be like, yo, man, come on, man, nah, that's just not me. You know
what do you think to the person right there who says we need more interviews and more promotion from Jerry Wess?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely with that, because I'm actually in a different mental space in my life as far as like how I'm managing my money in different ways I'm, you know, doing to get money that's legit. But to where now I can put more focus into my career and my brand, because I ain't gonna lie, that also played a part. Me not doing more, being in front of the camera more, not necessarily being Robert, but just interacting with fans.
You lost weight though. You lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, I've been trying to stand, Jim. I'm trying to refocus myself. Yeah, because people tell me I look like Charlie Rex, and I was like, I gotta stop doing it. I gotta chill out. And shout out to Rex. That nigga lost weight.
Yeah, shout out to my son Rex.
That nigga
shout out to my guy Rex. That's my goat. Shout out to Rex. Fact.
I thought he about to battle on Casa again. I was like, what the fuck, Rex?
Hey. Do people forget that before Easy, Prestavia, Chess was anointed the gut titles?
Got the footage.
Yeah, you were supposed to be gut titles.
It was crazy. Yo, Freedom Wave. First off, it was crazy because I think Surf had said some joint about, I was a referral or something. So, you know, we trying to gain up to the battle. Yeah, you know, I love Surf. Yeah. But you know how battle rap goes. So, you know, you got to do his thing. And I had the footage waiting. You gonna tell me you did not a referral? Like, come on.
I was here, sir.
Come on.
I remember the day. I was outside.
Never deleted that video, but that's my guy, man.
Right.
But I love Surf, because Surf is another one that taught me a lot about battle rap. He was like, anything you want in this game, you have to create it. You gotta get it. You gotta do it. URL is gonna give you the platform to do it, but if you don't go out there and take it, you can't just accept it and go, okay, hey, do this. But if the fans don't see you creating these things, they're not gonna be as interested as a person that's like in a tournament and had a whole bunch of battles. There's no storyline, there's no personality, there's no drama, there's nothing. You're just a battle rapper. And to be nice, you have to be more than that. To really be somebody in this group, you have to be more than that. Yeah. Surf don't have to battle on a card and he could be the most talked about. Just interviewing, just sitting on shit. DNA don't have to battle. Click. It's who you are. And I'm learning that, and I feel like now with this part of my career, especially with the momentum from this battle, this is actually going to be. That's why when you hit me up, I was quick to like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, because what you say is long. So I thought I'm going there.
I wouldn't say long, but I appreciate it.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? But you know, this is also part of me just talking more, being more exposed and being more with the fans and whatnot, because it's different than you being at an event and then you have 15 minutes of fame. You got Hip Hop Is Real. They're right there. So you
right,
there.
of course,
But when you get that plane and go home, what you doing? Like,
right.
this is different. This is
right.
me taking time to raise my brand. And
what do you remember about your proving ground battle with Emerson Kennedy?
Say again?
What's your memories about your proving ground battle against EK?
When people were saying I won before I got in the building, when people saw me pulled up and they was like, who the fuck is that? They was like,
can you school the new niggas that you was pulling up to events? Yeah. And what color whip shirt?
Yeah, pulled up to the joint in the Bentley, right? But what got me so tight, so remember, PGs used to be 3 and done. You out.
Yes. Yep.
I was 2 and done. Had Emerson Bangs and jumped to Tech 9.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So when I battled, right before I battled Tech 9, Tech said, oh, this nigga out here, he rented that joint for the battle. And because in the trailer, I pulled up in a Benz. So I was like, we don't
like, yo, this little nigga getting it though.
We don't do rings on this side. So I was like, you know what? Because I was gonna pull up in a Lamborghini for Tech 9. But I was like, you know what? Since you think I rented the Bentley, I'm bringing it back. And I pulled back up again, saying, and purposely ain't washed the car. So you know this is my dirt. This is my like, don't play with me. Pulled up. It was, man, that was a good time. It was, for me, the most memories about those early moments was what I did outside. And I kind of stopped. That was the crazy part. Kind of like slowed down from that only because what I wanted early on was a big stage. So remember, I was doing my own trailers. Yeah. They said I had one of the best trailers.
You did, though. You did.
For X Factor.
You did.
Shout out to my cameraman, Just Frank. Shot the trailer for me. We edited the video. I did another one with Jack Boy, and I was like, damn, I'm not getting no, I'm doing everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm stunting on niggas. I'm doing trailers. I said, you know what? I might as well just rap. They call me, I rap, I go home. That's it. And that was it. And the crazy part, another reason why I wasn't such a rah-rah nigga, that was the first impression of niggas seeing how I was moving. Oh, this nigga out here, he getting to it.
The stigma. So,
a lot of niggas just wanted to get with it. It wasn't like, who this nigga? Oh, yo, bro, put me on. Like, niggas showed me, like, love, Suge. Like, a lot of niggas showed me love from the jump, and that's why I fuck with them and I rock with them. So it never was a situation where, because I don't like doing extra fake shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get it. We selling a fight, but, you know, some things, that's just never.
I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
Yeah, like, if it's like, I really got to do all that for a battle, you know what I'm saying? That's why I always kind of thought face-offs the day before battle was so weird.
Really?
You know, I think it's weird because you know how people are. They don't want to be embarrassed in front of people, so they quickly become somebody they not.
Right.
So imagine you doing your face-off with somebody. It's the day before your battle. They slip and say something, or they slip and do something to piss you off. You think you're thinking about battling the next day?
Right.
I felt like face-off should be at least a week minimum before a battle. Because if anything happens then and there, then you can get right back focused. So you can't really kind of be mad, like when Danny and Rock was about to get into it. And then they had to battle each other the next day.
That was crazy.
I'm so grateful. Both are professionals. Like, they both are about their craft and about their bread. And they're like, you know what? All right, cool. But that shit ain't gonna work for everybody. You never know that one somebody might try it. And to me, it's the scariest niggas to do it.
Right.
It's the scariest ones to do it. God forbid somebody lose their life or something happen, you know what I'm saying? Off of a face or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, because everybody's not professional. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's the game. And, you know, I think as we just got to learn. But that's, to me, why they prefer things to be kind of WWE.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I get it at the same time. Because you don't want something unexpected to happen to where it's like, oh, we fucked everything up. Don't make it obvious, but don't be extra. Right. So I get it. But that be my little cross in between. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of weird. And that's why niggas at the end of the day, like, you know what, just get your bread.
Has there been conversations about you getting on Gnome or Summer Madness?
Yes, there was a conversation about Gnome. I'm waiting to see out of the options that I was told to see what they going by. You know, hopefully it's Rock for Summer Madness because Smack said before the year is out, and it could possibly be one of those. Because I'm thinking I want to go for the volume, and I think it will either be Clips, DNA, or Sick.
Wow.
I feel like that would be kind of crazy for a volume.
Let me go back to Rock right quick. Are you looking at Rock like, okay, you battle guys that I've been there before, respect to them. Yeah. When are we gonna dance now? Is that
right? I've been waiting in line for the longest. Like, I want to.
You battle this guy who just came here. I've been in law for a long time. I almost recruited the gun titles. What's it?
I don't want you out your prime either. I don't want you all battled out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because Rock still got the energy. You know what I'm saying? Rock still got the hunger for, you know what I'm saying? Because he's in the trenches still. But I want to make sure by the time we battle, I don't get either the depleting version or the, well, hey, man, I done battled 50, 60 battles, so I got to lose one. I don't want that.
Word.
And that's why I'm out here going hard, so I can get that. Because I feel like I'm in my prime, but I still feel like I'm not even in my final form. So this it still could get dangerous. So I don't want nobody to think like because my last performance, that's it.
Right.
Because remember, there's always something to talk about with a different opponent.
Facts.
Something different to talk about. So I'm ready.
Jerry, take me back to the X Factor battle. What's your thoughts on your X Factor battle?
I feel like my X Factor battle was amazing. I feel like this how I also felt too. Shout out to X Factor as well for, coming back and making it happen. Legend, because that'd be my thing, the nostalgia of watching them and then having the battle.
Facts.
I just felt like we battled at a time where he was coming back to see if he still got it. And I feel like when I was coming in, I was showing him, yo, this is the new you. This is what we doing. Catch up. Like, this is what we doing. You know what I'm saying? I definitely feel like I got that battle 2-1. If not 3-0, but I feel like I got a 2-1, like, definitely. If you go back and watch the bars, I forgot it was a couple years ago. It was a guy, I forgot his name. He was a YouTube blogger, but he had these blogs where you pick your battle and you pick a round and you go through each bar line for line and explain what it meant for the people. It was so dope, but it really broke down and showed you like who really won and who really lost the battle. Because they would take each bar and break it down to every different possible way it could be and then measure it up with the other person's round. And when we did that for the X Factor battle, I was like, yeah, see? A lot of people it comes down to like impression, how you look to people. You know what I'm saying? It's like how you look to people. And I had to also learn that. You got to learn when not to do too much. I'm battling a nigga like even the FootZ battle. I'm taking FootZ battle, for example. FootZ is energetic and aggressive. Now, I have an aggressive style or demeanor, but I don't have to go overboard. Because I think what draws the crowd mostly with me is how comfortable I look. When I look unbothered, they fuck with me even more. So I feel like you got to tap into who you are, that the crowd respect and master that. I feel like a lot of people keep trying to match what the crowd prefers. If you feel like you're the underdog, a lot of people will go, oh, well, because I'm battling Rock, I got to do Rock. Or I got to be disrespectful like R, so I got to deliver it like, you know what I'm saying? Some people, they get caught up in that instead of realizing you're battling this person for a reason. They clearly want to see you versus that person. If that's the case, they book them versus themselves. 2 different battles, 2 different people. Be the best version of yourself. And do you. That's
a couple more questions here. John battle. Talk to me about the John battle.
That's crazy. I watched that battle 3 weeks ago.
Really? Okay.
I watched that battle 3 weeks ago. Right. That battle was crazy. I also feel like I got that battle 2-1. I feel like I got the first round.
I gave you the first.
The first round. I feel like the first round came out swinging. I feel like that first round I came out swinging. Right. And in the second round, I feel like the second round was amazing. And that was the one when I did the season. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to John. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad the battles go either way, but I always base battles on bar count. When I go back to battles, because a lot of battle rappers, they like to set up their bars. Nothing wrong with set up your bars, because if the punch is worth it, good. But
if
remember,
it's worth it.
Sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 6, sometimes it's 8. And they'll say whatever to get to that bar. I'm the type of nigga, if I'm wasting time, I'm only doing it in 4 max. I don't like to spend too much time on 4-bar setups unless they're 4-bar punches. Because now if it's 4-bar punches, I could do it twice. Now if it's 8 bars, I'm punching 8 bars anyway. So when did I waste time? So if I want to be funny, or if I want to make a point, or if I just want to say other shit, it's going to be short, sweet, to the point. We're going to move the fuck on. But I'm going to be punching. I'm going to be jabbing. I try to be tactical when I battle. I try to Mayweather my way through every battle. I try not to get hit too much. You're going to get hit, but I got to make sure if you hit me hard with a haymaker, even if I don't catch you with a haymaker, you're going to get like 30 jabs. You're going to get like 30 of them. And that's kind of like how I score my battles. That haymaker was dope, yes sir, but I rocked you like 7 times. Hooks, uppercuts, and jabs. Yeah, that shit you did, that was hard. That was woo. But and then watch, I'm gonna have one too. So now you gotta count that. Then when my haymaker land, or the sound effect, or the prop, or however you want to correlate that, then you gotta add all of that up. And that's how I be judging my battles. I feel like I'm arguably in the field. I'm not gonna say I never like lost. I never got bodied. I never got 3-0. I never got 3-0. So even if I lost the battle, it wasn't like it was because I got thrashed. It was either the person just was the better, he had the better pen or the performance or whatever it was that night. You know what I'm saying? Or it never is because Jerry Wess was lacking or unprepared. I always have 3 rounds. Every battle.
You and Twerk, what we doing?
We waiting. So originally when the battle got rescheduled, me and Twerk was trying to campaign it for Summer Madness.
We did not finish the objective, Jerry. We did not finish the objective.
We didn't. And now what's the crazy part, which I think is actually beautiful if you think about it, me and Twerk is going off. Like we in dip, but so it's gonna make more sense. So when we collide, it's gonna be so much worth it. It's gonna be so worth it.
You and Twerk are crazy. Would that be the first big stage battle you want?
To me, out of all those names, it could be any one of them.
Okay.
That's how I just want a big stage, period. I've come to understand that it's not even about the names. It's about what you do in the battle. It's not who you battle, it's what you do in the battle. Because the spit out T versus TY, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to
that's gonna land in a big stage.
Imagine, because I could have battled T-Rex with that. I could have battled Big T with that. I could have, you know what I'm saying? So, but I did it versus T, and it still was something that to this day, that's a bar niggas quote to me. Make me feel like I got no other bars. You know what I'm saying? So it's always what you do in the battle. I just want the stage because I feel like that's just something I actually asked for that I never got.
Right.
That's the only thing that I was just confused as to why a person that does the antics and performs the way I perform hasn't been put on a stage, at least to see.
Right.
At least to see.
What's the conversation or the feedback you got of the reasoning why we have to have you on a big stage? Can you?
Every time it looking like it's close to doing it, like when the Gnome shit happened, when I battled Loso, it was Gnome reloaded, so it wasn't Gnome. and Drake was there. He was there, but not on the stage for that battle. He was on for the other thing. So it was just more of a situation where I think I always just happened to come in when the cards were already made already. And to be honest, this could not be true, but this is how I felt. I felt like some battlers that was, you know, main stage already, they didn't want to battle me. They didn't want to lose to me. They want to take a chance of losing to me. Because the way I'm thinking about it, any battle rapper that go into a battle on a big stage, you get a big bag anyway. Why not? Why not take me, especially if you feel like you're going to beat me anyway? So the only reason I can think in my head is, why am I not taking Jerry Wess on a big stage? Come on, Jerry Wess is whack. Come on. We're not going to do that. Let's be realistic. My thing is, I don't want to lose to that nigga on that. I'd rather lose him on an app event or maybe a buy. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want in front of I don't want to lose to a nigga like that. So I felt like maybe the conversation, maybe it was like that or whatever the case may be, because it was always, we trying to see something and then a card is made. Or we got 4 battles, we trying to see what's up, and then now you got 6, 7 battles, like, oh, we'll see, or we could put you on day 2, or whatever the case may be. And because you know me, I'm not extra, I'm like, all right, whatever, fuck it, I'll take the bread. I don't want to beg, I don't want to, that's just as
Does that hurt you though? Does it hurt you that you haven't been vocal though?
Yes, it did. It did. It definitely did. I could have been way further in my career. And mind you, I didn't even have to even be disrespectful to smacking them.
Right, of course.
All I had to do was talk my shit. And I think it was more so me just like thinking I really kind of didn't need them for life reasons. Because I just thought about it as, you know, I just wanted to be on Smack one time anyway. That was always my goal. Let me just get on URL one time. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why I did it. And as I got on and people kept saying, yo, you nice, do it again and try this and try this, I started little by little taking it more serious.
Right.
You know, he did give me that run, you know, after Glut and give me on battle.
Woo!
I just asked for, I said one time. I just want one main stage battle. He said, nah, we going, because in my mind, Smack said, oh, I'm going to give you the killer because I want one of these motherfuckers to sit you the fuck down.
Did you feel you were lined up though?
No more.
Did you feel they were lining you up?
Yeah, definitely. He was like, oh, this nigga think he going to get on there. He think, this is what we going to do, because what I did versus Glut is something that if I was to do it in private, I wouldn't have got those matches. You know, niggas talk to you, yeah, all right, cool, and they go about their life. I put that information in a situation where you can't dodge it.
You can't, to be honest, you were vocal.
You can't, yeah. And to be honest, that first round, the first like 80% of it, I didn't even write it. It was always something I always felt, because if you really listen to the bars, I'm not really barring, I'm talking. I'm really just saying how I felt. It was something I always felt, and it was like realistic. It wasn't until I started rapping, like when I said, okay, back to Glut, those the bars I wrote down. But all that stuff in the beginning was stuff I was always saying in my head, because they really wasn't bars. They just rhymed. But it was so, it was so passionate. It hit a certain way. And it's like, I feel this man's pain, like he's been doing his work and he really just wanted, you know what I mean? And he not asking for much. So I had to deliver it in a way that made sense. And the fact that I directed at Smack, because, you know, people was coming at Smack, but I think the way that I did it was different. I did it in a different way. You know,
compared to B-Dot. Compared to B-Dot, yours is different. Right.
When he battled Chess with the pop, you know what I'm saying? It twerked it twice. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me do it, because I had to speak on, you know, him saying, oh, bars over names, and you know, we want what the culture want, and then you book and surf and read. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the fans didn't ask for that. Like, you know, and then the app, you got this app, you want to convert to the app, but then you dropping stuff we don't even care about. You know what I'm saying? You dropping just what, you know what I'm saying? So I touched on things that I felt like you gotta respect it, and it wasn't in a way to where it's like, nah, we got to blackball this. It was like, all right, I feel you, I hear you. So instead of me doing that to you, I'm gonna try to fuck you up another way. I'm gonna give you these names, and if you some way somehow make your way through this, then you really gain my respect.
Are you and Jazz the only ones holding down Brooklyn?
In the battle rap world?
Yes.
Battle rap wise, it's not too many people that's still active from Brooklyn besides me, Jazz, Core, Vestavia. Damn, who else from Brooklyn that's actually holding it down? Authentic, you know, he's part of the Six.
Okay, he's part of the Six. Okay, all
right. He's from Long Island. He's from
Long Island. Okay. Okay.
But still, shout out to Authentic.
There's no Brooklyn Carters no more. The Dots of the world is, you know, I don't know.
URL wise, like URL wise, I don't think so.
Battle rap wise, period, I guess. Battle rap.
Oh yeah, of course. We got Brooklyn Carter. We got we got Rubando. Yeah, we definitely
Gunpowder Pat, right? Is he from Brooklyn, right?
He just battled Trez on We Go Hard I think last week. Yeah, if you want to say Brooklyn, yeah. But what it is you know how the masses are.
Yes.
How they feel about URL.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So once you up there, you know, that's how you got to get to that point, smack somebody around, or just make a name for yourself that's so undeniable. Because I feel like right now, the dominance, you know, besides the new class thing, it's looking like the West Coast.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's like over back, because it was East Coast, then it was the South,
Midwest.
West.
No, the Midwest. You mean the Midwest?
Midwest.
Yeah, Midwest. Yeah.
Then there's the West. Looking like the South is trying to come and take over. So battle rap is shifting, powers are shifting, but I'm definitely trying to make it my business to bring New York back.
Word. How did you link up with EFB?
So, I battled Geechee and Rum already. So I've been a fan of Rum like for a minute too. So, you know, Rum was telling me, you know, I think it'd be a dope. You know what I'm saying? You got a pen, you fit the name. You know what I'm saying? I think it'd be dope. So what I told him, I said, all right, I would definitely join EFB, but what I want to make sure I do is I want to do it differently, because a lot of people go, oh, y'all join up so y'all don't have to battle niggas. I'm like, no, I'm going to battle y'all too. I battled Magic, I battled Danny, I battled Rum twice, battled Geech, you know what I'm saying? So I felt like after that, it made the most sense. And another reason why I did it too is because I ain't gonna lie, I did always thought about what would have happened if I'd have joined Gun Titles. Always thought about that. And the only reason why I didn't join, because I told Surf, I said I wanted to battle y'all first.
You just, I remember you saying that.
I feel like my career was gonna be dictated by y'all. Oh, he only lit because he with them. And I didn't want that. When I got my name up for myself, I felt like it's okay to join the group now for two reasons. One, I got my own name, and I battle half the niggas in it anyway. So it's like, it only makes sense. You know? So, and besides the fact that, like, niggas is just real niggas over there. You know, there's a lot of loyalty. Like everybody over there is just super solid, and we check up on each other damn near every day. Like, we got a group chat, and even if we just check, everything ain't battle rap. We check up on niggas and make sure niggas is good. Birthdays, anything go down, we checking on niggas. So,
what class were you? Who was in your class? You, right?
Av, Mike P.
Oh, you add Mike P. Okay.
Yeah.
Haitian, right? Haitian.
I think Haitian. Who else was in that class? I think that's the 14 class. Yeah, the 14.
Word.
2014.
14.
Because
I forgot what's on there.
Right after mine.
Last question. Have you met Maul from Rory Mall yet?
Say that again.
Have you met Maul?
No.
From Rory Mall.
I haven't. We have not been in the same room yet. And that's another reason why I'm losing weight. So niggas can stop saying, yo, the more weight I was gaining, I was like, damn, oh, man, I might kind of do look like this nigga if you glance like one quick time.
Yo,
like,
I interviewed him 2 years ago, right? Maul.
Yeah.
Right? And he knows about you. He knows exactly who you are.
That's dope.
He knows exactly who you are. He said bad niggas was sending him pictures of you saying, yo.
I think I seen something with Joe when Joe Budden was saying this shit on the show too, like asking, you know who I am, y'all look like each other and shit like that. Cause I think we did do a tweet at the same time, like somebody said, oh, y'all the same person. I was like, nah. I told him, I said, yo, we gotta link up so niggas can believe we not. That's crazy. But no, I haven't met him yet.
Word. Wess, man, thanks for giving us a dope battle with you on FootZ, my brother. I appreciate you, King.
And I appreciate you for always keeping it 100 with me and being real, because you also played a part in my transition as well. Because like many fans, I do take what you say in high regard. So even the criticism made me a better person. Because
critical of you. I was critical of you.
No, but you was real though. It wasn't like, you gotta think about it. You didn't owe me anything. So It was all how you felt, and you know battle rap. So it was like, in my mind, I'm like, all right, I gotta look back and see what's going, you know what I'm saying? And it helped me as well. So when you did hit me up, I was like, yes, because now I feel like I got something, or I'm doing something you can be proud of and respect now. It's something different. Like, all right, I like to see the change. So I hope that I can just keep this up and, you know, keep you recapping good battles and keep this up.
Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, King.
My brother.
One.